In this video, I'm going to show you how you can export your pant sloper that you've created using this free online pattern drafting system. In my last video, I showed you how you can construct this pant sloper according to your measurements. If you've not watched that video, or if you're interested in constructing your very own pant sloper to fit you perfectly and to construct it digitally, I will put the link to that video below this video. This video is going to show you how to actually export your patterns after you have finished creating them on Pattern Maker Pro. You need to understand, first of all, that you cannot export it as it is because there are so many lines around it, and it will take long before the Pattern Maker Pro can render your patterns for you to be able to export it. So the very first thing that you need to do, of course, is to remove all these circles and most of the lines that are not relevant to the actual pattern itself. So let's go ahead and let me show you how you can quickly do that before I now show you how to export your patterns in A4 format. Now, before we start, please always remember to save your pattern in what I call the save state. If you watch most of my videos, I will show you how to do that. It's very easy. So we'll be working with the trouser sloper save state. This is actually the sloper. It's the same thing, but this is the one we are going to be working with. So do not work with your original sloper because you might want to use it for something else another time. So work with this save state. So we go back there to where we started. This is where we started. This is my save state. If you don't know how to do a save state, just go here to File and click on Save State. And then it will prompt you to name it. So that's all there is to it. It will prompt you to name the save state as you want to store it. And that's what you'll be working with. Remember, this is your sloper, and it is from slopers that you make different styles. So you need to have the basic sloper, and then whenever you want to do anything different, you just create a save state from the basic sloper, and then you work with it. So the first thing we are going to do here, we're going to convert all our curves to lines. So to do that, you just go to Curves, Curve to Line. To ask you to select the curve that you want. This thing is always, let's select the curve. I'll select this curve. I'll continue. Keep curve shape. Yes, I'll select it. I want to keep the shape, and then I will continue, and then I will save. So that curve has been converted to a line, and that is what we are going to do for all of it. So let me quickly do that, and then we will continue. The next thing I would like to do is, of course, to remove all these circles. I've converted all the curves to lines, all of them. Remember to convert this particular one too. This was a curve. So remember to convert them to lines. So now, how do we remove all these circles? So that when we want to print it out as a PDF, it will not give us too many papers and all that. The first thing is to create a new layer. So when you go there, you say Add Layer. And then select a parent for the new layer. I'm going to select Fashion Layer Draft. And then I'm going to give it a new name. And I'm going to call it Height Layer. Let's remove this one right here. and then we'll call it hide layer. Hide layer. Okay, so we'll now save it. And then we go back to the layers again. Now we are going to move items to existing layer. So we click on that. Then we select items to move. So that's how we are going to select everything we want to move to that our new layer. That's what we are going to do. Like we are going to move this. I said sometimes to highlight it is a little bit difficult. So that's what we are going to do. You're going to highlight all the things that you want to move to that layer. Everything you want to move, you highlight it. Be careful not to highlight what you don't want to move. So we just want to move all these circles and some of these lines that are not important. So let me quickly do that instead of making the video to be too long. I've selected all the things that I want to move to my new layer. As you can see, everything, the lines, the things I do not need, I've selected it. And I want to move all this to the new layer. So once you've selected everything that you don't need, you now go back to continue, and then it will ask you to select the layer that you want to move these items to, and I want to move them to hide layer. So I select it and I save it. Now everything still remains the same, but I'm going to show you what you're going to do to ensure that it doesn't, all these things do not show. So you go back to layers and you go to layer visibility, and then you click on hide layer. So you can see everything is out. Everything is out. See? Everything is out. So what we can do now is to go back, select all these dots and move. I don't want all these dots. Select all the dots and maybe replace back this line, because like this line is important. I have to replace it back. I think that's all I need to do. So I'll go back, select these ones out again, and then we'll come and continue to download our pattern. Now we have a more clean looking pattern. Everything removed, all the dots removed. So now you've cleaned up your pattern. You can now go ahead and download it as a PDF pattern. And to do that, all you have to go to File, and then go down and click on Export as PDF, and then click on A4. Of course, it will tell you that the PDF will have all the geometry on it that is visible here. Not all that we've hidden, all the geometry that is visible on this canvas. So it's going to print out everything here. So all you have to do is to click on OK, and this is what your PDF pattern looks like. And this you can print out on a regular printer and put it together before you now put it on your material to be able to cut. So you find out that with that, I have come to the end of this video, where I've actually showed you how you can print out your digital patterns in a PDF format from Pattern Maker Pro. It's a very simple process. So once you're done with your pattern, that is the way you can print it out. That is how it is quite easy for you to sell your patterns, especially once you construct your patterns, create different styles. That is the way you can download it and then upload it on your e-commerce store and sell it as a digital download. I'll do a video on how you can do that, showing you how to upload your digital patterns and sell on your e-commerce store. Thank you so much for watching. Until my next video. Happy sewing.